Hey, Kyler. I think there were 32 hits yesterday after the first period. What was that game like for yourself in terms of the physical aspect of it?
Yeah, it was a physical game. Both teams wanted to win. It was a really fun game to play. But yeah, I don't know. That's it. I'm sorry. I
Thanks.
lost my track.
So,
Tony Barrar, Oilers TV.
Hey, Kyler. Looks like Ryan Nugent-Hopkins has a chance of returning to the lineup tomorrow. You guys are coming off what you guys called one of the most complete efforts on Saturday, and then you guys rose to the challenge yesterday. What can a guy like Ryan Nugent-Hopkins bring to the fold, especially given the way you guys are playing right now?
He brings a lot to the team. He's a smart player. Goes to those dirty areas. Can shoot the puck, score. Make plays. So, he's just gonna make our team that much better, and really looking forward to having him back in the lineup.
And looking back at yesterday, how enjoyable was that game? Because it looks like, with Bears' goal, there's a lot of emotion involved in Connor's goal, and then you guys kept on rolling, and it really looked like you guys were enjoying yourselves.
We were. It was a good team win. They were playing a good, solid game. But once we got that first goal, the boys started rolling, and after that, I think we showed that we're a dominant team once we get rolling.
Derek Van Diest, Post Media.
Hey, Kyler. For a smaller guy, it looks like you kind of like that physical play when things get rough and things get, I won't say dirty, but borderline that way. That seems to bring out the best in your game. Is that a fair observation?
That is. I've done all throughout my life. I've loved that physical, aspect of the game. Wrestling when I grew up, so I love it. It gets me into the game, and yeah.
There are going to be teams that are going to kind of hook and hold and grab you guys and try to make life difficult for you in general, especially guys like Connor and Leon, the more skilled guys. I just want to get a thought on how important it is not to get frustrated by that and kind of play beyond that, learn to kind of fight through that like you guys did in the third period.
Yeah, it's definitely a challenge. When guys are hooking and holding, you definitely don't like that on the ice, but you just gotta keep grinding. Just being able to play your game. You can't really let that get to your game, and if it does, it's gonna not make you play as well. So I think that if you just keep playing your game, it's gonna be all right.
Mark Spector, Sportsnet.
Yeah, along that vein, right? You don't see that game, Kyler. You don't get that game you saw last night with all that obstruction and teams really hunkering down on putting a stick on everyone. That's not early season hockey. It only tends to happen late in the season, right? Do you have time to sort of play a few of those and be ready for what you're going to see in the playoffs? Because you expect that in the playoffs.
It's a good question. Yeah, that was a playoff atmosphere right there. Hook and holding. We got to expect that going into playoffs. So, the more games we can get like that, it's only going to help us in the playoffs.
So how does one properly react? Like, a lot of people out there, they're complaining too much hooking. They should call up 14 penalties against Montreal last night. As a hockey player, how should you react when you're met with that kind of game?
Personally, I like that. It just gets me more involved in the game. When you guys are doing that, you can do that too. So, as I said, I think it just gets me more involved. I think it gets a lot of guys involved, and I kind of like it. Some guys get frustrated, but I think. What was I going to say? I think that's just part of the game, and we just got to deal with it and push through it.
Thank you.
Tony Barrar, Oilers TV.
Hey, Kyler, a little bit of an off-speed pitch here, but I noticed you changed your stick blade tape color from black to white. Is there a reason for that change?
No, just want to try something different. Used white growing up, switched to black, and thought I'd give it a try again.
And how often do you usually tinker with your sticks mid-season?
I've done it a couple times throughout my career, but it's not something I do often. But I do. I'll probably stick with it for a little while and then see where it goes from there.
Thanks.
Last question, Oliver Jensen, NHL.com.
Hi, Kailer. Your team won against Montreal yesterday, but 4 games in this season against Montreal were lost. So, what makes Montreal so strong for you?
They're a really good team. Their defense are big. Can move the puck well. Their forwards are fast. And can get to the net. They got a lot of weapons to score. So, I think those things and their goaltending's phenomenal too. So, they're a really good team, and in order to beat them, you got to play your best game, and it's going to be a challenge every time you play them.
And second question, I come from Germany, so Leon Draisaitl is one of the best players in the world, of course. What makes him so special for you?
Just the way you can hold on to the puck. I've never seen someone have such good puck protection, with the puck. And, when he has that, he gets his head up and just makes an unbelievable pass. And his shot's unbelievable. Kind of just everything. Everything he does on the ice, he does it, to perfection. So I think that's what makes him such a good player.